everybody, for the review of Monday Night Raw. We realize we're late as hell on this, so this is a husband and wife wrestling podcast show. I'm Michael Jones, and this is Amber Jones, my wife. How are you, babe?
I'm good. How are you?
Late to the review. Everybody's seen everybody else's review on YouTube already, so this is more.
They can see ours too.
This is we're gonna call this our opinion show.
Some of us have to work the next morning.
You scream so loud to the microphone.
Am I really loud?
Well, when you get so close to it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're just talking like this, but when you get really close, it gets really loud.
Okay.
So if you scream and get that close to it, it's double loud. But anyway, so we're gonna try to get through this quicker, as we said tonight, than 30 minutes. We've been doing about 30 minutes. It goes by really fast. We don't realize it. So Monday Night Raw coming off kick-ass SummerSlam. So Monday night, before we even got to it, we had the Wyatt Six and Chad Gable and the Creed brothers, Sonya Deville versus Dakota Kai, Sheamus and is it Ludwig?
Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig. All right. So drums. There's a drum brand called Ludwig. I didn't know if it was pronounced the same way.
It's Ludwig
Awesome.
Kaiser.
Awesome Truth and A-Town Down Under, New Day, Authors of Pain, Punk and Drew, saga continues, and Gunther addresses Raw about himself winning the World Championship. That's what we had down prior to getting to Raw. So, ultimately, what did you think about Raw?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, pretty good?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah. Of course, it opened with Gunther as the champion. Came out with Ludwig Kaiser. Came out with him kind of as his sidekick as normal. He actually got some "You deserve it" chants from the crowd. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I was going to lean out, but I probably don't need to. So yeah, he's cutting a promo, and guess who comes out?
The Viper.
I hear voices in my head. They come to me. Whatever the words are. But his voice is told him to come out. So Randy came out, got a good pop. Crowd got a good pop. Did a little promo about how he didn't beat him anyway in that qualifying match. Shoulders weren't down. The coolest line of the night, he says, I think today's audience deserves a flared steamboat. And that was a sweet call out. Good deal. Anytime you mention Flair, especially in the category with Steamboat and their little feud, that's always really cool. So he got a little RKO, and then he kind of got him at the end because Gunther had told him something about, I always see stuff coming, and he said, good, because I want to make sure you see it coming. So that was cool. In the end, he just turned around and walked out. So that was cool. I like that.
So it will be Gunther versus Randy Orton at Bash in Berlin.
Bash in Berlin.
For the World Heavyweight Championship.
God, they're going to take it off Gunther this fast.
Nah. No. I mean, that'd be cool if Randy would win, but Gunther's not going to.
He's good. I get why he's good, and I get why they
Germany.
push him, but he's just not a huge fan of him. He's kind of a bore to me. He's got the chops and the...
I think he's champion material, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Next.
Sheamus could have promo backstage, and then Sheamus came out and fought Ludwig Kaiser. Mm-hmm. And Sheamus won. You said Butch came out. I'd actually gotten up to go relieve myself in the bathroom, and when I came back out, I was like, who won? You told me. So.
Yes, Pete Dunne came out trying to, I guess, take a stab at Sheamus, but Sheamus got him, kneed him into the announcer table, and then Kaiser tried to take advantage of that, but Sheamus was still on his game, and he ended up pinning.
All right.
Ludwig.
Well, think about that whole feud. Since we're doing an opinion show more than a review show, they already know the results and reviews.
I think Sheamus and Pete Dunne will be a good feud because they're obviously former.
If Butch tells why he's mad, he just came out.
Yeah, I guess.
Story,
I mean, I'm assuming he's mad because he's playing it off as Sheamus just left him.
Yeah.
That didn't work out too well.
Pat McAfee does that all the time. I'm thinking, how hard can that be? And I try that shit. And it's pretty hard. So Pat McAfee, awesome for you, dude.
You're not Pat McAfee.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to The next thing was
There was a Wyatt Six video.
short Wyatt Six promo.
Yeah.
Kind of covering the guy that wears the pig mask thing. Wasn't him? I can't remember his name.
It was something.
I think it was mainly going over his stuff. They all seem to be kind of bios of each person. So I think it was him. Then Damien came out. He introduces his new family, which he's referring to the audience as his family, to the Judgment Day. Finn's talking ever more shit in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then is that the point in the night where Finn was like, "And I'm not alone," and he like pulls in the camera, widens out at the end, and then it was
at the end of Finn's video, he said, I'm not alone."
Yeah,
and
that was the video portion. Did that?
Yes, and then
think about that. Remember, because I screamed, I was like, "I saw it coming." That's what I've been saying. So I was pretty right. I told you that Liv was going to take over the Judgment Day, which pretty much she has now. They got the two leaders out.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing now, is that there's no leaders, because I guess that was the point of the Judgment Day in the beginning, was no leaders, and then Damien and Rhea kind of became the leaders. So now that's what they're saying is no leaders.
Like no leaders, and Liv walks in like, "Yo, I'm the leader, bitch. You ride the way. I'm with y'all."
I still think there is something that's going to happen
with her and Finn.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's pretty freaky how you do that. All right, so that ended with what? Just Damien kind of freaking out the screen, right? The big Titantron was going, and
Finn said that he wasn't going to fight him; that he was going to let JD fight him.
Yeah, so they set up the match for that. So then, moving on, Bronson Reed had a short promo backstage, and he was kind of told Adam, like, kind of did the Braun Breaker skit they did a month or so ago, where he's like, "I've got to do things on my own around here."
Crying because he didn't have a match.
Yeah, if I could do stuff on my own, if I could do it on my own, it's going to be my way. And then so he's going to cause destruction through all that. He did pretty much later, we found out. But so that went by. Then Lyra Valkyria. She came out for Shayna. Sonya and Zoe, they all were with her, of course. And at the end, guess what happened?
Damage control.
Well, they all jumped him. Then damage control came out.
Oh,
they all jumped her. So, Valkyria. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like you were staring at something over there.
I'm reading my notes.
Here,
I'm looking through.
I'm needing help with pronunciation of Valkyria, and you're just staring at the paper.
I'm sorry. I was reading.
Like, let him sound like an idiot. I'm not gonna. Thanks, babe.
I'm sorry. I love you. You're not an idiot.
All right. So next, my favorite group of all time, Authors of Pain. I hate these guys.
No,
I really don't hate them. I don't want anybody to think I do hate.
No, what's the Authors of Pain are just those two guys, but what's the whole faction?
Real quick. Damage Control came out and kind of went in a little feud with
Shayna and
everybody, or just
no,
Shayna?
just Shayna, Sonya, and Zoe.
Gotcha. So they came out, had that little thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 6-man tag team at Bash in Berlin, I bet.
Yeah, maybe so. We'll see. I don't know where they're going. Kind of two heel factions facing each other. I don't know if anybody gives a shit, really. Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Kind of weird. But anyway, back to Authors of Pain, and then versus the New Day. And the New Day has been, they've been kind of going this angle for the New Day, and
Karrion Kross.
Yeah, the clock guy, the TikTok guy, Karrion Kross, my favorite wrestler. This boring guy.
Really is TikTok when he starts talking.
He's been talking about how Xavier Woods is going to turn, needs to turn. He's been pushing the whole Kofi takes everything for himself. And we can see where that's going, for sure, especially after last night when big Osmosis Jones, was that his name, when he came out? Oh, my Lord. That guy was huge. We'll get them in just a second.
Odyssey Jones.
Yeah, Odyssey Jones. That's right. Odyssey Jones. He was huge. I'll call him anything he wants, as long as it doesn't hurt me. I don't know. Do you know anything about this guy?
No. I've never heard of him.
I don't know if he was a former wrestler,
I,
football player.
I literally Googled him as soon as he came out.
Yeah.
And it had already said that he was signed with Raw.
Okay.
So, and it already had that night or last night's stuff in
The
there.
commentators seem to be talking almost like we should know him. Like they were just
That's
saying,
what I'm wondering
Odyssey
if he's
Jones.
just been on the roster and just
I
not
was
been
like,
active.
maybe he was, I don't know. Maybe he played Shrek at Disney under the costume, or I don't know, was the dinosaur green man suit in Jurassic Park. He was a big fella. Very, very large guy. But anyway, he came out, picked everybody up. Authors of Pain, they did their promo about that. Then they had their match later. In between that, though, CM Punk came out to a huge pop.
Yes.
There was CM Punk in the whole room before he came out. Then guess who came out? Oh. So 60 minutes later, when his song stopped, it was a big thing because Seth and Punk were there. And then guess who else came out? Whatever that sound is. Drew come out. So you got Drew, Seth, and Punk all in the ring at the same time.
I just want to tell you, I love your sound effects. I
Do you?
think you sound amazing.
Well, we're gonna work up till we get the money to get us a board where we can just add them in like Fred done on the Howard Stern show. Just,
But I think it's really cool that you're doing it.
yeah, we can do this. It shouldn't be a problem. So Punk came out, Seth came out, Drew came out. Seth had some good lines to Punk, and Drew had some good lines to Punk. Everybody did. Drew came out in the crowd, by the way. So
Yes.
I like that they're still including this little trio. They didn't just dump it off on Seth and Punk by themselves. So there's still something going. Drew still has his precious bracelet. That Punk, loves. So that's going to be oncoming. And then what happened right at the end of Seth's in the ring, Drew has said something to make Punk take off. Punk's like,
he
Punk was just like, fuck, I had enough. So he takes off, running to the crowd, and then we turn around and
Bronson Reed.
boom, Australian bacon, baby. Bronson Reed. He attacked the shit out of Seth Rogen. He attacked the shit out of Seth
Rollins.
Yeah.
So bad that have we had an update today about his internal bleeding?
I think he's still coughing up blood.
You think he's still coughing up blood?
Yes.
That's I'm laughing, but that's not a joke. He was
That was good. I think they worked out good because I think that was by accident. I think maybe he bumped his lip or Bronson's elbow hit him. He bumped his lip because every time they'd go in with him with the cam, they got the red light. They know when it's on that cam. They go with the red light, and you could see him getting a big mouthful of spit. It's like, toy.
Okay.
He said, toy. And then when he got it, he got all the blood out here. Right when the camera came in, you see me go, he just spit. I don't think as much came out as he was hoping. But it did get on the map, so that was the thing. They did do that last night. But how many times did he give him the tsunami?
A tsunami?
Yeah, tsunami splash.
I think they said a half a dozen.
Yeah, that's 6, right?
Yeah.
Half dozen or 6, either one. Okay. So he gave him 6 or half a dozen tsunami slams. Oh, yeah, that was good anyway. So Seth and Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed has needed a good opponent to work with because he's good. I always liked him, have always liked him, but he just never...
Yeah, they haven't really given...
Sammy was the only thing he went with.
Yeah, he hasn't really had a good storyline or a good feud. Not in a while, anyways.
So they took Seth off, bleeding from the mouth, of course. Talking about Seth with Adam. So he told Seth that he had walked Drew out himself. That's what Adam told Seth.
No, he told Punk.
Oh, he told Punk that he had walked Drew out himself when he was coming up, talking about where's Drew? So, anyway, then this is when the actual match was. Authors of Pain versus New Day. They fought. Odyssey Jones came out. We talked about that. Finishing that up, though, in the back room. When they went to the back room and Odyssey Jones and Kofi Kingston were back there tripping out, having a good time, Xavier Woods came in and he showed a little bit of, jealousy.
Oh, he showed that in the ring.
Did he? I didn't see it in
Yeah.
the ring. Maybe I missed that.
Yeah, it wasn't obvious. It wasn't too obvious, but like he wasn't laughing and smiling like Kofi was.
Gotcha.
He had a very serious look
He
on
wasn't
his
doing
face.
the booty hole dance. I got you.
No.
So he definitely showed it when he came in the room, and he was like, "What's up with this? Like,
Right,
what,
yeah.
who's this? Like, you didn't tell me you had friends, something sexy."
Yeah.
You can definitely tell that turn is coming, and I guess
yeah.
so. Because to be honest with you, I like Kofi Kingston. He's a great athlete and wrestler. Already had the world title one time, so he could definitely, I don't know about Xavier Woods. Maybe could survive with the, being don't yawn with the in the singles division, but we'll see. But maybe he's a good heel. Maybe he'll be a damn good heel. We need a good heel over there, so we'll see.
Yeah.
By the way, Odyssey Jones, I got in here in my notes because it was so cool. He side suplexed both Arthurs of Pain.
That's right. He did. I forgot about that.
He had to grab one guy here and one guy here, and he picked them both up, and then boom, side suplexed them. It was crazy.
He's a big boy.
And the boys he suplexed are big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big. So then after that, JD McDonough, he cut a little promo on Damien about him was going to beat him and yada yada.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. So A-Town Down Under came out. They were already in the ring, I think. Then they faced R-Truth and The Miz. You yawning again?
I'm sorry.
I'm going to give you a damn Cody Cutter. Give your ass a Cody Cutter or something. A damn GTS. No, that'll make you go to sleep. We need to wake you up. Okay, so R-Truth and The Miz came out. They fought A-Town Down Under, and there was a point. There was a point in the match where they were actually doing like the whole skit. If you're an old wrestling fan of the Rock and Roll Express, they were doing like the double drop kicks. That was cool for me because I'm like, and that's where I had to explain to Amber. I'm like, this is like just like the moves that the Rock and Roll Express did. And Amber's like, was there a group called Rock and Roll Express?
Well, if you remember, was it SummerSlam where R-Truth thought Grayson and Austin were Rock? Okay. So, and I really didn't say anything then, but then when you called that out last night, I was like, wait, is there an actual tactic?
They're not just putting those words together.
Well, I really didn't know what it was.
But anyway, unfortunately, they lost.
I know. I had high hopes that they were going to win. Like, I don't know why, but like I had high hopes that they were actually going to win.
And then JD and Damon came out. Braun did a promo after they both came out, so I guess they had to stand in the ring during the live feed. Great match. Good match. And then
Wait. Carlito came out with JD.
So Carlito.
Point that out.
Okay. Carlito came
and
out
I don't know if you noticed, but during the match, Carlito never offered to help JD and stayed. Every time Damien would come around, he would run away. He never.
So what are you thinking?
He never helped JD. So I'm just pointing that out. He did not help JD at all. He would not stand up to Damien. He wouldn't approach Damien.
I think he's being the tweener.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. But like, you know how Judgment Day is. They come out and they help their own.
Mm-hmm.
And Carlito did not do that.
Never thought about that.
When it was just him and...
They came out. Didn't he help them attack?
Yeah, once everyone was out, then he got involved.
Somebody comes up, he's like, well, I had to then. Everybody else is doing it. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, so...
but after a while...
the match was called because of interference because of Finn.
Yep. And then right after that... What you got? Whatever Rhea's music is. And then... You like that? Best one yet? I don't know what the group's saying for that song. Do you know either?
Something about brutality. I know that much.
Sounds like a 1800 German soldier just.
I don't know why, but every time I hear it, I think of that. What's that? Who sings that Last Resort song?
Linkin Park.
Is that who? Linkin? I don't know why, but I think of Last Resort
PMD.
starts running through my head. I don't know why. I feel like that's gonna be in there somewhere.
I don't know. They tried so hard, but fell so far. And in the end, nothing really matters. But anyway, so Rhea did come out. Rhea came out and got a hold of Liv and slammed her ass against the post a couple times until somebody, was it Dom that came and clipped her
Dom
leg?
saved her.
She came and clipped her leg or something. Clipped Rhea's
Dom
leg, can't
saved
remember.
her. No, she Liv was trying to run away, and Liv had her like grabbed her, and then Dom came and grabbed her by the legs to pull her back away from Rhea.
Sonya and Shayna and Zoe came out. They had a match with Damage Control, an actual match.
No.
Yeah, what?
They.
Oh, actually, yeah. What? Actually, excuse me. It was Sonya. It was supposed to be versus the other girl, Dakota Kai, and they jumped her, and Sky came out. Sky came out. You picking on the way I mispronounced everybody's name?
Yep.
Elo.
It's not Elo.
Eo. Neo. Neo Sky. So
yeah.
they actually got, this is boring chance doing this match.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad watching anybody and they get this is boring chance, but it sucks. But it was kind of nothing to it. But I don't know.
Io did win, though. Jay
and Sammy had a promo. I thought they were just trying to show off some chemistry maybe to test for this bloodline, because we've kind of discussed it. If they do the bloodline, they do a 4-on-4 like in Survivor Series and War Games, who's the fourth person going to be? So if they get back the Usos, and then Roman, of course, and then a fourth guy to face Jacob, Tama, Loa, Tamatanga, whatever the other guy's name is. Solo. Then that's 4. So they're gonna need a fourth one. Cody's not gonna fit. That's gonna be lame.
No, it's not gonna be Cody.
And even the Samoan. I don't think The Rock. I think The Rock's gonna come out on the other side, being the heel for the other team. Like he's gonna be the leader of the other new blood. Because they're eventually gonna get Rock and Roman in the ring at some point.
Yes.
But for War Games, I thought Sammy would be a cool idea. So I thought last night they were testing the air, testing the crowd reaction to the Sammy and Jay's kind of yeet, and then the little hand clap they did, and they seemed to respond really well to it. So.
And I did hear or read, supposedly. So
not from Dave Meltzer, right? Okay.
Well, I don't know where it came from. It could have.
Oh.
Supposedly, Sammy and Jay are moving to SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see.
So it could be, more stuff. So War Games, you're probably looking at the Usos.
And just remember, Adam Pearce said he made a deal with Nick Aldis to get Grayson and Austin on Raw last night, and 2 he had Randy Orton. So we don't know what that deal was.
Okay.
So.
And then so I thought they had great chemistry as they always do.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'd be a good thing to bring Sammy back into the bloodline. So it'd be
honorary
Usos, Sammy, Roman versus the other 4 nut jobs. But anyway, and then last night's main event was, we found out the new name last night was American Made, which is Chad and the
Creed brothers.
So the Creed brothers have now gone full heel, and Chad, and they're called American Made, which is kind of lame if you ask me. But nobody has, but I said it. And Wyatt 6 then came out. Cool intro. You've noticed now they've kind of altered, because I thought the music with a little piano stroke. Doom, doom. It gets real monotonous after a while, and it's kind of hard to build anticipation with this one note. So I noticed they brought back some song they had used in the past. I don't know the name of it. The Bray Wyatt era was a little before me. You're holding the yawn, aren't you?
Well.
So I thought that was cooler. It built up a little more anticipation. It went slower. It filled up the air. It filled up some of that emptiness in the air. That's when that little piano was going on. So I like that. So they came out.
I did.
And then they fought, and the Wyatt 6 wins.
My favorite part about that was
what was that?
Uncle Howdy sitting in the rocking chair.
Laughing.
Yes. We're just sitting in there, sitting in the
think
aisle
Bo's
in
doing
this
a good
chair
job.
and and like just watching the match, and then and laughing. But yeah, that I like that, and I love how they use the lantern to
And what's the girl's name?
Nikki Cross. No, it's not Nikki Cross anymore. It's
Nikki.
Sister Abigail.
They came to
It's
Nikki.
still-
They were like, Nikki,
It's still Nikki Cross to me.
real quick, we're going to
But-
change your gimmick, and what's going to happen is you're going to come out and you're going to sit in the aisleway, and we're going to
and
have you
crawl around.
we're going to deliver a couple boxes, and it's kind of going to be it. You're not really going to wrestle. We'll come out and do a move every now and then, but that's going to be your new gig.
Sister Abigail is her
Sister
name now.
Abigail. Is that what they actually named her? That's his move. Bo's move and Bray Wyatt's move to Sister Abigail. He kisses him.
Oh wait, maybe I'm thinking of.
You may be mixing it up.
Yeah, maybe I'm
Okay.
mixing it up. But I swear they called her Sister Abigail.
That's possible. It's possible. But
Now I want to know.
so that was all a Raw. You got to put it in your Google machine.
I don't have it with me. It's in there.
Call out to Conrad Thompson, putting it in your Google machine, and Bruce Pritchard. But that was Raw. Good job, WWE. That was a pretty good show. I like the Wyatt 6. I like what you're doing with that.
I love that.
Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. Wrestlers, they wrestle pretty good, like little 6-man thing. I'd like to see them some individual matches. That would be cool to see as well. But if we got to see them in tags, that's cool too. I like what you're doing with Braun. I like Braun Breaker's up and coming thing. Kind of reminds me of Goldberg. So if you stick with that, I think we're good. Need to tell him to slow down just a little bit. He gets a bit excited. Now, Braun, don't come spear me for saying that shit. I'm just telling you. You get a little excited when you do a good spear, and it kind of overcasts your move. So right after your good move, when you jump up and you tear your shirt off and you do that, it kind of overcasts your move. So just slow it down a little bit. Slow it down, buddy. But that's my Wrestling Wednesday tip. Even though it's Tuesday. That's cool.
It's gonna be Wednesday when this is
It'll
posted.
be Wednesday when it's posted, yeah. So never mind. Scratch that. It's my Wednesday tip. But we are sponsored unofficially by Olipop today. And whatever the hell you have in your cup. But anyway.
DP.
Hit the like and subscribe button. We appreciate it.
Yes,
and share us with
please.
your friends. This is the Husband and Wife Wrestling Podcast Show. That's the official name. Our decal should be coming, which we've been doing it in post-production.
Hopefully tomorrow.
So, yeah, and then we're going to start showing some other stuff up here as well. But, a little bit at a time.
We're learning as we go.
Learning as we go. But that's pretty much the show. So. Keep your head up, guys.
And your feet on the mat.
Oh, you did it right this time.
That's right.
Give me a kiss.
That it?